If you eat enough of them, they make you look younger, or at least that's what I'm telling myself, because they're anti-aging muffins. So joining us once again, she's back, nutritionist Rania Vataina. Thanks so much for coming back.
Thank you, Jenny.
You always have great ideas because you take a lot of recipes and you take out some stuff that maybe isn't so healthy, and then you put in stuff that is healthy.
I always want to optimize what you're eating, so make it the best value for the calories that you're eating, and also good quality nutrition.
Right.
And when it comes to anti-aging, what's really important is to look at the quality of your overall food choices and make sure you have variety. And another point I want to bring up is that if you look at the populations with the longest living lifespans, fruit and vegetable consumption is very common, as well as other nutrients. So in today's muffin recipe, we're going to feature 5 anti-aging superfoods.
And I love that you just kind of made this recipe up.
Yeah.
Which is, I just can't even fathom that. Okay, and so we're starting with, we've got, this isn't white flour. This isn't like the normal standard flour.
So to optimize this recipe, we want to start with a whole wheat flour. So you're one step ahead of common baked goods that you're going to find at a deli, cafe, or coffee shop.
Okay.
So our base is 2 cups of whole wheat flour, and then we're going to add in some of the basics, such as baking soda.
Okay, so you want me to do that?
Yes.
All right.
A little bit of baking powder.
What is the difference between the two? That's probably a really dumb question.
So they're used for different purposes. One is for leavening, one is for also preserving. So yeah, you need a combination of both.
Sometimes I've used one or the other when I didn't have the other, and then it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Okay, so seriously. Okay,
and then
so
salt, surprisingly, found in a lot of baked good recipes. It brings out the actual sweetness of some of the other ingredients, and then also it's just very common, so don't be surprised when you see that in a baking recipe.
Right. Okay. And there wasn't a ton of it. So and then is this cinnamon?
Yes.
Okay.
That's also another anti-aging superfood, but it's also common in baked goods, but more importantly, adds more sweetness because I took out sugar from this recipe as well.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
And these do taste good.
They taste
great because I haven't tried them yet. Okay.
Yes. So we have our dry ingredients. We're just going to give that a little swirl. Yeah.
Okay.
And then what we want to do is build into it a couple more of the basics. So an egg is one of them. So
you took out sugar.
I took sugar out and swapped out white flour for whole wheat flour.
Yeah. Okay, so then a brown egg, which there's no difference, right, between the eggs?
This is an omega-3 fortified egg, so again, it's one step ahead, but you can just use a regular egg if you've got that at home.
Okay.
And then we're going to continue with a cup of non-fat milk.
Of course, non-fat. But you can't really tell a huge difference, right, between the...
Not when you bake.
Taste-wise, I mean.
Oh, no, not at all, not at all.
Okay.
And then we're going to scoop in some plain yogurt. So this is one of our anti-aging superfoods. Plain yogurt is really good for your nails. So protein is the element here that we're looking for. When you have enough protein in your diet, you're going to have healthy, strong nails.
Okay.
So let's mix that up and get that going.
And that's, I'm assuming, non-fat yogurt.
It is non-fat, and I prefer to also use Greek yogurt because it's higher in protein.
Greek yogurt.
Yeah. It's higher in protein than sugar, and we always go for plain yogurt versus something that's flavored and store-bought because you get more of that balance as well as the probiotics in the yogurt as well.
And I think Greek yogurt just has more flavor in general. So.
You do? Yeah. I mean, I'm very fond of it. It's part of the Mediterranean diet that I grew up eating, and so I like introducing it into different foods like the baked goods. So we need a little more liquid. So I decided, you know, I did take out sugar, but I'm going to use orange juice in this recipe, and that goes really well with the other ingredients.
Orange juice. Okay, so is this how, like, sometimes people put applesauce in?
Exactly.
So you just decided orange juice.
So I went with orange juice. You can also do a banana, but it wouldn't give you more liquid, so that's why I went with the orange juice.
And I, as our viewers notice, I'm doing this by hand, and you said you do all of your things.
Yeah.
Like, you don't use hand mixers usually.
No, not really. I like
so you're
doing
exercising while you're mixing all these things together, right? But I mean, you said it does as good of a job, but something like that.
I think so, and something with such a small quantity. I mean, we're not really baking in masses, so it's fun, and also this is something you can get your children involved in making as well. So I like that. Okay, so plain yogurt was our first anti-aging superfood, and then we've got 4 remaining items here. So the next is raisins, and what a lot of people don't know about raisins is that it actually prevents gingivitis and can also help.
I have that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, you need more raisins.
Can't you smell my bad breath right now? But I didn't know that, really. Okay.
Yeah, so it's good for your kids and good for you as well. So now it's looking more like a baked goods recipe. We've infused it with the raisins. The next superfood are walnuts, and these are baking pieces, so they're a little smaller and easier to work with when you're baking.
And you can just buy those like that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the walnuts are heart healthy. They've got the omega-3 fatty acids and zinc. Very good for your hair. So not only does it prevent hair loss, which is really important, but it prevents hair from thinning. So introducing walnuts into your diet really helps keep the outward appearance more youthful.
So who needs Propecia when you've got walnuts,
yeah,
right?
Daily dose
every
of walnuts.
day. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So then shredded carrots.
Shredded carrots. So the winning combo here with the carrots is that it helps with our eye health. So we're really looking at a larger picture of wellness here. So the carrots have vitamin A, just like other orange-colored fruits and vegetables, mangoes, cantaloupe, sweet potato. So this looks great. Okay,
well, thank you. I'm amazed you're letting me do this much. Okay.
You're doing so well.
Well,
and then
thank you.
Blueberries are the final ingredient.
Oh, and I love them.
I love referring to blueberries as brain berries because they're so good for our brain. And the most important thing as we age is that we stay vital, have energy, and have a sense of awareness. And your brain is a critical organ in terms of anti-aging. So the blueberries are your brain berries.
And we have so many of them here in the Northwest. I mean, Costco, I saw, had huge deals on them this weekend. A little tip for everyone out there.
Yeah, and they're seasonal in the summer here, but you can get them year-round. And in fact, in today's recipe, I used frozen blueberries because I think they just hold a little bit better when you're baking them.
Oh, that is a good tip. Okay.
Yeah. All right, good. So now we're going to move over, and we're actually going to put them in the tin.
And I'll let you do that real quickly because I want to make sure we can get through that. And so you sprayed the muffin tin with oil.
This with canola oil spray. And
they wouldn't stick.
What I like to do is just take the spoon that you used and used 1 scoop per muffin. So it's, you know, obviously you're limited in terms of portion with the muffin tin, which I like as well.
Right.
But it's just really easy and simple.
And then how long would you bake these for once you bake them?
So you bake them at 350 degrees for 40 to 45 minutes, depending on your oven.
Okay, and we have a look at the finished product right now as well, what they would look like through the magic of TV.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait to eat them. Hey, if you missed any of the steps for today's recipe, you can go to coinstudio6.com. We'll have not only the video, but also the steps and the ingredients on there, or you can call our hotline 503-464-0861. And Rania, remind me the name of your website again, too, because it has great tips on there as well.
EssentialNutritionForYou.com.
Okay, and we'll put a link to that on our website, too. Thanks so much for coming back.
Thanks, Jenny. You did a great job.
Well, thank you. I hope my producer is watching right now, listening. Okay, Jake, what's coming up next?
It's just National Compliment Day. Don't get too excited.